There are a lot of dumb news stories in 2020, but these three this week in the summer of 2020 take the cake. First, here is a story from the BBC. UK badly underestimated threat, says committee. The Intelligence and Security Committee's long-awaited report into Russian activity in the UK said the government was playing catch-up and needed to take immediate action. And this character here is the stick in the mud. He says, government didn't take action to protect the UK. Much of the highly sensitive detail was not published due to fears Russia could use the evidence to threaten the UK. Russia already knows about every bit of disinformation. They already know what they're doing. They don't publish the details because the UK government knows the details. The Russian government knows the details. The only people that don't know the details are the citizens of the United Kingdom. Dumb article number 2. Several months ago, President Trump was ridiculed for asking a question during one of his live COVID briefings. Speaking live is something Joe Biden is not able to do, by the way. President Trump asked about a therapy that was mentioned by the doctors, where a disinfectant is introduced into the lungs, killing the coronavirus, which is preventing people from breathing. It was characterized in terms of Trump telling Americans to inject themselves with bleach. Trump never said Americans should inject themselves with anything. Trump never told Americans to do any specific treatment. Trump simply asked questions. The BBC reports on a protein treatment trial, which is a breakthrough. The treatment uses a protein called interferon beta, which the body produces when it gets a viral infection. So you would say, quite factually, that this is a natural disinfectant. Viral infection, this protein disinfects the virus. The protein is inhaled directly into the lungs of patients with coronavirus. This is precisely what President Trump mentioned as a possible treatment, for which he was ridiculed for. President Trump was correct. This was a potential therapy several months ago, and now, on this story dated July 20th, the therapy is real. Thank you, President Trump, for bringing this to the nation's attention. Alright, now, dumb story number 3 is the most controversial. That's why I saved it for last. They're reporting currently on any instance in academia where the specter of racism has reared its ugly head, even if no racism occurred whatsoever. This is how insane academia has become, where literally if any student lodges any protest of any kind, the entire administration of their university or college will drop all standards and do what the student orders them to do. It's the most astonishing trend. U.S. geoscience programs drop controversial admissions test. Why would there be any controversial admissions test in 2020? A standardized exam is under fire amid claims that it perpetuates bias and exclusion. That subheading is a lie. The claim was pushed by an undergraduate student. Undergraduate student Anthony Wilson, who was a student at Central Michigan University, started a petition to make the GRE optional. It secured 370 signatures. So, how is this news? You stand outside any university with a petition to get rid of one test. You're going to get a good number of signatures. Aims to measure verbal and quantitative reasoning, analytical writing, and critical thinking. Now, right there, that should tell you that any person of any gender or ethnicity should be able to take the same test. It is the definition of racism that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. Science says there are only superficial differences between the different ethnic groups and genders. If you go against that definition of science, you are a racist. You are embracing racism. What is the contention of those wanting to drop this exam? They are contending their personal opinion that women and minorities who are not Caucasian males are unable to measure verbal and quantitative reasoning as well as Caucasian males. that women and minorities are not as good at analytical writing and critical thinking as Caucasian males. That is the racist contention of those demanding that this test be dropped. Now, they find ways of dressing up their racism in terms of the test being a financial burden. But guess what? Education costs money. Maybe undergraduate student Anthony Wilson, who championed the removal of this test and is studying climate extremes, maybe he should throw in an economics course or two. And as Donald Trump says, it costs money to make money. The reason that they're dropping the test is that these academics didn't want to come right out and say what they're actually dropping the test for. What they're saying is they would like to create separate tests for women, separate tests for different ethnic groups that they believe are unable to think. Again, the racism here is by the academics pushing the removal of a standardized test. They are racist. They are saying, if you are not a Caucasian male, you are unable to take a test. They're so insane with political correctness that a student can set testing policy. This student is by definition ignorant. Being ignorant means without knowledge. It sounds like an insult, but it's really not. Undergraduate student Anthony Wilson is ignorant. He should not be setting any policy for the Central Michigan University. And if the administrators allow a student to set policy, then they should resign or be fired. Now, increasing the number of women and minorities in the sciences is a laudatory goal. That's not what this does, however. This is simply coarsening the standards in the hopes that they will appear more inclusive. Institutions need to address other barriers to diversity. Well, how, people? I consider any college expenses to be a barrier to my diversity. This test was priced at $205, and it's a financial burden for disadvantaged students. Attending Harvard is out of my financial goals. Why shouldn't Harvard be ordered to pay for my education? Students can demand everything that they want from a university, and the university will cave. You probably need to pay me $1 million just for showing up to class each year. After all, if students set the policy, why should anyone ever pay for any kind of education? So, that's 3 dumb articles. If you don't bother researching your own facts and investigating what they're saying, you will be as dumb as the people who wrote these articles. Thank you.